All right, what is up, traders? Welcome to our Sunday weekly analysis, market analysis. It is Sunday, July 14th, and we're going to be diving into the charts, taking a look at our different pairs that we typically look at. Sorry. For those of you who are watching the replay, welcome. For those of you who are here with us live, let's just remember to follow the rules and give Barry the space that he needs to go through the different setups that we are potentially looking at for the week ahead. If you have any questions, we just ask that you save those questions till the end of the analysis, and then we'll open up the chat, or you're welcome to unmute yourself and ask whatever questions you have about the pairs we looked at. Maybe you want us to look at different pairs that you are following, or maybe you have a specific question on technical analysis. That's fine too. And then I'm trying to think of what I want to say next, but I think that's it. Let's just remember to remain respectful. And then of course we'll be able to answer any questions that you might have. Other than that, that is it. And Barry, I will pass it along to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ria. So, yeah, to start off with our analysis, we can already look at the pound yen pair. But of course, this is our watch list as per usual. But yeah, we'll start with pound yen. So that was, I think, on Wednesday that I said that we might have a drop on Thursday and Friday, which happened quite fast, actually. They seem to have made an intervention from Japan. Yeah, which they have not yet really confirmed if it's really true that they intervened, but it's obvious they did. And yeah, we came to this level over here. So I said once we come to this level, we might most likely be looking to reverse back up. Like this would be an area of interest. So this is where I actually entered the trade. So most likely I'll be looking for um target to the upside.
مين جاب؟
Can
لاسبانيا؟
you please
اوه،
mute yourself?
هدخل اشوفه هنا بسرعه على النت.
All right. So yes, so we'll be looking for targets to upside. I believe targets of 211 is the ideal target because it's based on some past resistance on GBP yen. Apart from that, my stop loss is definitely below this low. So I'm just looking for the market to now reverse going to the upside. It may take some time because the month just began and this move was very sudden. So if you remember from the previous intervention, which the Bank of Japan did, it did drop similar to this, but then it took some time for it to actually make a new high. I believe we can actually look at that somewhere here on the chart. Yeah. So there was this intervention that happened. And then, yeah, it took a while for us to actually make a new high beyond that previous one. So same thing may happen this time around. It may actually take some time to make a new high or we'll have a sudden move to the upside. But most likely I'm looking for upside potential on pound yen. So let's move over to now USD yen. Yeah, so same thing with dollar yen. We have the push down from the intervention. I was actually looking for us to make a new high before we actually push down, but seems this intervention was really strong and wasn't possible to make a new high. So, of course, this area is where it's of interest to buy, but I'm still waiting for like a good confirmation on dollar yen. I can't heavily be in yen at this point because that would just increase my overall risk. So that's why I've entered first in pound yen, see how that goes. If we do gain some momentum to the upside, then maybe I also look to enter as well on dollar yen. So dollar yen and pound yen are like mirrors on each other. And if we see also sentiment, very few people are actually buying the yen and there are so many sellers. So we may actually see a reversal, but just not yet now. We still need to wait for an actual confirmation of like a very bullish candle to the upside. So that's what I'm waiting for. So apart from that, we just wait and watch. And of course, we'll be aiming to make a new high, of course, just like we are looking on pound yen as well. So another pair we can look at now is also dollar Mexican peso. Yeah, is a lovely pair. We had hit take profit as already previously mentioned, and we are continuing to the downside. We might actually come and reach this support level or not. But yes, I believe we may actually have further downside move, then reverse from this support level, then come back to this pin bar, which I mentioned on Wednesday. So this speed bar over here is an area of interest that we may be looking at. The second one is over here. But of course, I'm looking for us to reverse at this bid bar and actually look for some selling opportunity to take us to the downside and actually make a new low as well. So we'll actually mark that so that we do not forget that. So this bid bar over here is an area of interest where I believe will reverse to and then cap to the downside. Apart from that, we just sit and watch the market for dollar Mexican peso. Then another pair we could look at is euro dollar. Euro dollar has really disappointed me. Like we were in a very good trade starting from, I think, all the way, was it here? No, 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 no. We came a long way with, was it? Oh, yeah, it was actually here. Yeah, it was during NFP, I believe. Well, we're in July, so yeah, June. Yeah, started off in June. I entered somewhere here. That's where the opportunity showed itself. Then we continued going to the downside. Then my target was actually 0.6650. And if we actually look at how far we reached, all right. So we actually reached very close to that, but because of spread, yeah, we didn't really hit the target exactly because I always wait for the markets to actually pass through the take profit, not like just touch it. Yeah, it shouldn't be like it just touches that take profit level. It needs to go a little bit beyond, but that's what it actually did. It just touched the take profit level and then started going all the way up and reversed on me and then hit my stop loss, which was all the way here. So yeah, Friday got stopped out on euro dollar. As of now, this area again may be an area we may reverse from. So there may be some opportunity for us to actually make a bearish candle, which can be an opportunity to short euro dollar again. Then yeah, first level of targets may be somewhere here at 10800. Second one would be at 107,200. So those are levels that I may look at for targets. But overall, we'll be looking for this trend to be broken. So I just need a confirmation of at least two bearish candles. Then, yeah, most possibly we may look to enter into this market going to the downside. Apart from that, we just wait and watch. As you can see, I've just saying 3 trades right now. Oh, actually 2 trades, because this is just oil. I split it in half on Brent and Texas US oil. So these are the 2 trades in, which is oil and pound yen. So I'm just waiting for the other pairs to actually show confirmation. So another pair we are looking at is CAD Swiss. CAD Swissy. So with CAD Swiss, we are actually at an area of interest here, but I'm still looking for further. Yeah, well, yeah, we are at the area of interest because this is where I said we may come to. This is a good area of interest, or even here to the downside here. So these are 2 areas of interest that I said we may actually come down to. So I'm looking for CAD Swiss to actually pop down a little bit here. Then we see a reversal to the upside. So once we break this trend line over here, that's when I'll actually look to buy this and maybe aim for this previous high or this high over here, which we were aiming for before. So that's what I'm looking on at CAD Swiss. I see there's some questions in the chat, but yeah, I will look at that once the analysis is done. So the last but not least is gold. Let's take a look at gold. Right. So same scenario with euro dollar. Gold has been moving up as well because there seems to be some dollar weakness. We had NFP that had good numbers, but the market isn't really reflecting those numbers. But yeah, we're yet to see a reversal probably when we come to this pit bar area. That should be right above 2430. We're close to that currently. So for next week, I do believe we'll continue going to the upside, then actually have a reversal point at this pit bar, then start to come all the way down. Then we can draw a trend line, then short it when it comes all the way down. Then we can be aiming to target the 2350 level. So apart from that, as usual, we just watch the market. We don't need to overtrade and just wait for an opportunity to set in. But if you're looking to scalp, you can do it. Like when it reaches this bid bar level, you can scalp it, aim for very short targets, and bag in your money. Yeah. So yeah, I believe everyone is obviously going to ask about DAS 100. So let us actually just go straight to that. So DAS 100. Yeah, so I think on Wednesday, I talked about it dropping, which it actually did. So this, well, we are in the middle of nowhere. I believe we may come all the way down here instead to 19,500, 19,600. That's where I see the market is probably pulling back to. We could actually even put a triangle there so that we do not miss this level. So we might actually come back to this pin bar before actually making some upside movement. Yeah, like I always say, stocks go up. So it's best we're looking for pullbacks on the NAS 100. Like very good pullbacks, maybe like 50% pullbacks from previous highs. Well, 30% rather from previous highs. Then from there, we enter and then we aim to take out the previous high. So I actually see next week that NAS 100 may actually come to the downside. Like I said, to this level of 19,600. So that's the level we need to watch. Then probably we may have a reversal from this level. then start to move all the way up to make a new high. Then we can draw our trend line over here. Then once we have a break, we enter, then aim for the previous high around 2,800. So that's what I'm seeing on the NAS 100. Nothing much, just a pullback to this area of 9,600. So now I can check which other pairs you may have in the chat. Okay. Okay, yeah. Right. Nobody really mentioned any pairs to look at. We just asked what time frame we are on. Yes, it's the 4-hour time frame. That is usually the most ideal for me. You can use the daily, but opportunities would be less. So yeah, 4 hours is the best. So S&P 500. Okay, you'd like us to look at the S&P 500. Okay. Yeah. Okay, S&P 500 looks like can you please mute your mic? I hear some feedback. Okay. Right. So with S&P 500, we still seem to be already on the previous high. This seems to be an area of interest since there was a consolidation over here in June, like mid-June to the end of June. So I actually see us coming back to this level. It's a short pullback, but it's actually ideal if we look to make a new high. So with S&P 500, we actually may be seeing levels of 5,500 and 5,450 to be reached. So when these levels are reached, that's where we could probably like draw our trend line and look for a reversal above there, like a really confirmed reversal to the upside, then aim for the previous high. So same scenario, though S&P 500 seems to be lagging behind to the NAS 100, but there's a huge difference. These are like the top 500 companies. Then NAS 100 is like the top 100 companies. So yeah, there's that difference. So obviously that lag is perfectly normal since we are dealing with like 500 companies. So the 500 companies are performing well than the top 100. So yeah, this is an area of interest we can come back to. So we can just watch this market or the S&P 500 to come back to this consolidation level. Then from there, we may look to make a new high. So as of now, we just watch the market, don't do anything at this moment till we come to this level. Then we can actually look to make a trade. Any other pair you'd like us to look at? Yes, it is possible to jump in a sell because like this is a high it made. Like we came all the way down, then it made a new high and it was a bearish reversal. So you just need to manage your risk on this one. I wouldn't say you risk 1%, maybe 0.5%, because these are stocks. They always go up. So you need to always be careful. Like I would rather wait for a very strong pullback, like to the same level. But if you're looking for a sell, that's perfectly fine. A sell going to these levels over here would be ideal. So once we are in this box area, that's where maybe you might want to get out of the trade. So yeah, next week we may see something like this. But yeah, it's a little bit more risky to take a trade going to the short side, but it can be done. Just that you need to manage your risk a little bit more better. Like it should be really tight. Maybe we start moving like your stop loss to break even once it like makes a new low over here. Like make it moving your stop loss to break even would be ideal if it makes a new low. Then from there you ride it all the way to this box area, which is an area of interest. And yeah, like Ria said, the trend is your friend. If you've been seeing S&P 500 for the past years, yeah, it's been going up, not down. Yeah, so it may have those moments where it comes down. Those are just temporary pullbacks, like here as well, even here. There, on those pullbacks, that's where we can actually look to buy the reversals. But as of now, like I said, I would rather wait for us to get to this area of interest, which is this box area. But if you're willing to take the risk, minimal risk, you can short this market. It's very possible. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about making money, not so. Yeah. Okay, US dollar Swiss is what you'd like us to look at as well. Sure. Let's see. So obviously, dollar is weak currently. So with dollar Swiss would obviously be looking for buys to the upside. But as of now, it seems we have reached an area of interest, which is this short-term consolidation. So mostly we look at consolidations at pin bars. There were not really any pin bars around this area, apart from here. This is a pin bar. So right now, I would say we've already reached the area of interest, and we reversed, which created a pin bar over here. And yeah, we can choose to wait for the market to break the trend to the upside, like so, for a better confirmation. Because the first confirmation here is a reversal from this area of interest. The second confirmation is breaking this trend line to the upside. So that's the second and final confirmation. So if you would like to take the risk, you'd probably already have bought right now and put your stop loss here. Then aim to make a new high over here. So that would be the ideal scenario. But if you'd like to take things more cautiously, you would probably wait for the break of this trend line to the upside. Then enter a trade that put probably your stop loss below here. Yeah, which reduces the risk even more. Then aim for this previous high over here. Or even this high here, since we did manage to reach it, we just like reached halfway of the high. So yeah, this may be an area which we may target. So two targets, with the first one would be here, the second one would be all the way up here. So this is what we would actually look for in the coming week. But yeah, let's actually look at the calendar before we would make any conclusions. So next week, apparently we are gonna start off with US dollar news on a Monday, then Canadian CPI. My favorite pair is CAD Swiss. So we may actually see some upside move with the Canadian dollar. I'm anticipating like a very good number for CPI. So apart from that, we also have US dollar news as well. I get the New Zealand news, the pound news, Aussie. I guess it's like almost the whole crew that has joined this news for next week. So we have Aussie dollar, we have pound, we have New Zealand. The only pair we don't have here for red flag news is dollars, or is Swiss. Is the Swiss franc and the euro. So yeah, this is what I actually see for next week. So yeah, we might have some really crazy moves next week. So you have to also be safe, especially with US dollar news. Yeah. Oh, there's actually also Euro news here. So yeah, I guess Swiss franc is the only one that's missing from this list, but Swiss franc moves with Euro as well. So I would say all the pairs have some news connected to them next week. So it may be a good week for us or a bad week. It all depends on what your risk is, what your targets are. But overall, we have done our analysis. And yeah, we just hope for the best. But as for me, I'm just only in one currency pair, and the rest is oil. So that's what we're looking for next week to actually make some good money from it. And I actually see maybe CAD Swiss to be something that we might enter next week as well. So apart from that, I guess this is where our analysis for the week comes to an end. Everyone else can join us as well on Wednesday to see what moves the market made. So, Ria, do you have any closing comments?
Actually, no, Barry, I don't have any comments. I think you got it covered.
Okay, great, great, great. So, traders, stay safe next week. Make sure you watch the red flag news and protect your trades with stop losses. And yeah, have a very good, fruitful week. And we shall reconnect with everyone else next week, Wednesday. Yeah, so a recording will be made available and then you can rewatch it from there.